Hello fellow academics and welcome to the morning of the battle. 2.5 more hours before the negotiator walks away and we'll be in trouble. So at least Laurie is still working on getting the defenses up, as Lovetta was just sitting around, minding her own business, I guess. And now it's just very casually cooking? I guess so. Anyways. So things are moving along. We do need more wood, actually, to finish up our defenses properly. So let's have our dear Lovetta start chopping a bunch of trees. Right, we stood our ground. Attackers are coming in 3 hours. But again, overall, I think we're ready. Ish, I guess. Someone please wrap up. Where are they all going? But now you keep chopping. Lovetta, would be nice if you could just... Yep, and there she goes. She is actually wrapping up those merlons. There we go. Got at least some of them in. And of course you built them towards the... I wanted to say the ocean side, but I guess it is just the... Oh, look at that. Battle balance. Very, very interesting. Alright, everyone, fall on in. Incursion is coming in. And again, I really hope they aim for the doors before they decide to build. Where are you going, guys? Alright. We got this one almost. Pause. Let's move our sharpshooter in this corner. Hooray, where are you going? Come on, you should be able to shoot through there, no? There we go. Alright, here we go. Doing some serious damage. Although apparently... Oh! Roderick is dead. Second one is dead. Or Bella is still running. Okay, I guess we let her run away. Now, this one time where we actually have a prison cell, and instead of keeping prisoners, we're just, we just killed everyone. Excellent. Where's the second body? Don't tell me you're carrying a body. Ugh. Alright, we need to put the bodies somewhere. And I think we're just gonna place them here. Just like that. And that will allow us to put some walls in front of it. And obviously some stick traps. Okay, we can't do this one. Can't do this one, neither, and this one, neither. And now we're just gonna fill up the remainder with some more stick traps. Alright, we're also going to put down some floor, wicker floor on the inside. Then put wicker flooring on the top as well. Why are you running away? Okay, manage. Neutral, neutral. Very important stuff. And here, need to make sure we're not storing any humans. There we go. See, the polecat is eating that human. Kind of to be expected. Now, this guy is coming along and eating the humans. Do we have really... Resources are unable to be delivered. Oh no! Our stick traps now need wood stuff. Okay, okay, okay. Lovetta, go ahead and hunt the wolf. Hello? Go ahead and hunt the wolf. What the hell, girl? Ooh, sorry for cursing. I don't understand why I can't hunt the wolf. Alright. So, I guess that is good to know. This is not working as well as I was hoping. In the meantime, we're going to expand our storage zone to our new library. Put in some wood floor just across. Let's also deal with the prison cell, put some wood floor in there. But overall, I want to say we're doing okay. But somebody really now needs to do some research. Make sure we're getting 30 out of this. So let's have a look. What's your intellectual? 8, but you hate it? Should I really have harbored? No, I'm just kidding. Of course I should have harbored you. Which means, though, we need Lovetta to actually be doing some research over basically everything else. What's your cooking skill? 0. Compared to 4. I guess Claret could actually be... Maybe we just have her build the majority of things. No, 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 no. What is going on here? Not animal, not waste. Lovetta, you're not too unhappy yet, so you... Claret, you go and haul our animal back to the stockpile. Which should be this one. Yep. Alright, here we go. And then you can go to bed. Wait, where did you bring... Claret? Prioritize hauling to stockpile. Okay, this time she went and grabbed it. I don't know what happened before. Oh, look at that, some limestone. And some dirt. Let's pick up the dirt as well. Right, now they are sleeping. I'm hoping that Lovetta will be doing research, whereas Claret will be doing the building around here. I guess the highest priority of Lovetta is still chopping things. Either way, she is doing research. Alright, first thing we're gonna do is research this, and this is the word I was looking for the last time. Trying to build a wooden beam. But now we don't need the wooden beam anymore because we subdivided this room. I guess as they are watching over the prisoners, they can do some research in a sense. Don't know if that's how it works, but, you know, it works for me. Alright. So many phones. Crazy. Anyways, but look at that. Some berries. Do we need more berries? I don't think so. We're still in winter. Day 11. So I think we have 4 more days of winter before spring is coming. So I guess that's a good starting point for us. Need to make sure though that Lovetta is actually not chopping down things. We need to have her prioritize researching for now. But whenever she can, Claret can actually start chopping more trees. Because I do want to wrap up our little fort. Although it seems like it is coming along just fine. Alright, here we go. How's it looking like in terms of research? 6 chronicles written. You've been busy, Lovetta. I think it's the first day you're actually working on this. You got quite far. Cool. Alright. Hoping the next person that we're getting is a bit more dedicated towards research, because she should not be doing that, to be honest. First intellectual of 6. Yeah, she should definitely not be doing that. But I guess let her do it. Now, she is chopping stuff down and then immediately walking away to build it. So we kind of want to prevent that. So chopping down highest priority. Nope, that's Lovetta. Cutting plans for Claret. Getting resources for construction. Oh, didn't expect you to have this much stuff. Now she is hungry and walking back again. Great. Anyways, that fight was pretty basic. We've done very well, I want to say. It is nice to see that they aim for the doors. And I think what that previously meant is you can't just close yourself in. You need to have some doors through which they could go through. And otherwise they will try to chop down the walls or climb over them. But, you know, we'll see as we increase sort of the building level of everything and like expand our little fort out the back with like double and triple walls and on at least 2 high, I would say. We'll see how that goes. And this can then, in a sense, become our stables or stable area. Maybe leave this for, actually don't know, something. We'll see. We'll see. Future plans. Right. 14 books. Can you just finish this one before you go to bed, girl? Here we go. So we can autosave. Time for a sip. Now we can unlock architecture. I already like this style of playing, to be honest. Although it is crazy to have 2 people build all of this. In 12 days? Crazy. Anyways, we also need to think about building more housing. And for now, I think what we're going to do is expand this over there and turn this into 3 houses, like living quarters. One is a little bit bigger, 4 and 5. Yeah, but I think that is okay. Put in doors and windows so they don't get super upset, just a little upset. Wooden floors on the ground and on the top. Here we go. Now these will become our living quarters, and then we can separate out our villagers, so to speak. I don't know what's going on over here, but you know, fair enough. Right, food is ready. We do need the next area for research, which is agriculture. It needs another 10, so that's not too bad. And I think we will wrap this up in today's episode before we move on to the next. And I still think the area over here would be perfect for putting down our farmland. However, we don't want the wild animals to actually eat all of our crops. So I think I'm going to expand this. Just like that. And you know what? Put one in here so they don't need to go into the water. Once all of that is in, we're gonna put a door in over here so they can literally just walk out this way. Which I think makes sense. I wish there was a better way of keeping like wild animals from eating your crops. What are you? A fox. So many foxes. Why can't the fox hunt the polecats? I mean, there's literally, well, not literally, there's basically no food. So it kind of seems like a normal thing to do. Who are you? Array? Okay. We chop this down. We're almost there in terms of research. I'm gonna put this down to 10, because once she is done, she can help build the rest of all of this, which I think will be nice. Otherwise, yeah, we'll just leave everything like it is. Now we should, because we are building a door in here, so unfortunately we need to leave a gap. Again, I wish there was a variant of these where you don't have these protrusions underneath, because obviously they don't make much sense for the doors. Alright, research is ready to go in. Actually going to place the door right now. Where are you going? You're building this. Okay, cool. I want you to actually deconstruct this wall so we can place the door right away. Oh, you're already working on it. Awesome. And the next thing we're going to do is also harvest all of the tall grass in here, which, you know, will allow us, well, not will allow us, but will make things a little bit easier in terms of placing our farmland, and they don't need to chop that down. Could actually unlock this right now and instead set this to be temporarily deactivated, because this way we can say plant the cabbage when you're ready. Gonna leave a gap of 2, and we're gonna make these fields relatively big. 40 sounds good. Wheat fields 40. We don't have carrots. We are placing our flags over here. Now, when it comes to this side of things, I'm gonna put in more barley than we technically need. I'm gonna leave the gap here for our carrots, and then we're gonna place our herbs. Oh, look at that. Not appropriate ground type. I forgot what's under there, but we probably want to harvest it. Alright, we also need to make sure that we plant some bushes, and the bushes have technically the same problem, that the animals will actually eat it. So that tells me we need to expand this area. So let's remove that. Make this a lot bigger. There we go. And that will allow us to place our bushes just over here. All right, there we go. I think that's plenty of them, 48. Now, in terms of botany skills, I guess we do have Lovetta who will be doing a lot of our growing. But for now, I do want them to finish constructing it, because this will definitely help us in the long run. And I just want to also just wrap up our defenses. Okay, I don't know how realistic that part is, but again, the animals are just eating too much of this stuff. And they can definitely easily swim. So, yeah. Not a big fan. This is actually starting to decompose. We have been into spring already. Almost done with the merlons here. Now they are, again, they're kind of just building all over the place. Let's chop down more trees, because we need more wood. Look, and even the foxes are eating the berries. Also want to harvest all of the berries over here. Give us a little bit more ability to plan more. Iron nuggets over here, limestone over here, okay. You know, we're getting there. You're cutting now? I guess, yeah. Is your priority of cutting still higher than constructing? Cutting... Oh! Alright, okay. Yes, your priority is still higher. Alright, bottom line, our defenses are done. And as they are still expanding our little farmland area over here, and what we had underneath here is salt, I will call it the end of this episode. And we're gonna focus on all of this in the next one. Alright, I'm keeping them shorter, or at least I'm trying. So I hope you guys appreciate that. Regardless, leave a comment, leave a like if you enjoyed. And if you haven't done so, please consider subscribing. Otherwise, I hope to see you next time. All right, bye-bye.